Welcome to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. We have entrees, desserts, tips and tricks. We welcome you to our channel. We hope you make some of these recipes, enjoy them with your friends and family. Please like our video by checking the little thumbs up. That way you let us know you enjoyed it. Please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button, then the bell and all. This will ensure that you get all of our new videos. Our cookbooks are available from both Amazon and Apple, ebooks, iBooks, and paperback versions. Today we're going to do a tasty, healthy butternut squash. Here is the whole butternut squash, which we'll cut lengthwise to roast. Here we've cut it up into pieces with carrots to make like a stew. Hi!
Hello!
Welcome back to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss. Now this food isn't only for people who want to lose weight. Maybe you want to maintain your weight because you got down to where you were. Or maybe you have no weight problems at all.
Yeah.
It's good regular food. It's not dietary. We don't do diets. We cook regular food and we portion it.
Yeah.
So today we're going to do a butternut squash dish with lots and lots of garlic. I'm so excited.
There's the butternut squash. And there are a lot of different types of squashes. There's winter squash, which typically has a harder shell, like acorn squash or spaghetti squash, or this one. There's many of them. Depending on where you live, you'll have access to some of them or all of them. And then summer squashes are the soft skinned ones, like zucchini, yellow squash, and so on. So they're very easy to cook and very tasty, and they're full of vitamins and minerals and all those good things.
And there's one other squash, spaghetti squash, and we're going to be doing that in one of the next videos coming up. This is an alternative for spaghetti. You can put your tomato sauce, or when we show you, and some meatballs or sausage on it. Just pretend it's spaghetti. It's delicious. Okay, so we're gonna cut the squash up. We have this machine that has very sharp cutting edge, and the pieces fall down into the bucket. We've already cut up the carrots like that, so they're little cubes, and we're gonna have little cubes of squash. And we have a cup of Parmesan cheese, and we have some lemon juice that we'll put on after it's baked.
Yeah.
And what's our seasonings, Rory?
Well, we have thyme, which is always good with cooked baked vegetables. Always salt and pepper. And then we might as well use this Italian seasoning salt. You can use any or all of these: marjoram, thyme, basil, rosemary, savory, and oregano. So you can either use them individually or just get the mixed already. And I think that's all the ingredients we have.
So once we cut this up with our machine, we're going to put all the pieces in a cereal container with a tight lid. We'll put our olive oil in there, our seasoning, shake it all up. All the pieces get coated. Yum. And we're going to put it in this gorgeous baking dish. So we're going to cook it at 400 for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Take it out of the oven, toss it, put some the Parmesan cheese on it, put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then when it comes out, we'll do the lemon sauce, lemon juice on it, and we're ready to taste it. Our favorite part.
That's right.
All right, let's get started. Okay, so use a sharp knife, but be careful because squashes are very, very easy to cut yourself. They can slip on it. They're hard. I have a little trash bowl here, and just to make it easier, I'm going to cut the squash in half, and then we're going to peel down the squash. Watch your fingers. The other thing I don't like at the dollar store are the spatulas. We bought a nice big spatula we thought we could use with lasagna and stuff like that, and it's so thin that it just bends and you can't lift anything. So you want to get a better one. And so now the squash has got the skin off, and I'm going to cut down through the center because there's seeds. And with a spoon, the seeds come right out. Okay, now this one doesn't have it, but I'm going to cut it down the middle just to make it easier to chop. And then we'll cut this into pieces that'll fit in our machine easier.
So another idea, if you don't want to spend all the time doing this, is to simply bake it, right, George?
Yeah, you can cut it. You can cut the whole squash in half lengthwise and scoop the seeds out, and you don't even have to take the skin off. Put it on some parchment paper on a cookie sheet, pour some olive oil, salt and pepper, and roast it. And when it comes out, it'll be soft and you can scoop it out or get the skin off easily, and then do what you want with it. Cut it into chunks, cut it into little pieces.
Or just eat it.
Or just eat it. Okay. One essential ingredient in this recipe is wine. Not for the recipe, for the chef.
Oh boy.
So one of these little choppers is amazing because they'll save you so much time.
This is our favorite thing. We have a bigger one too that has various sizes of chopping, and this one does too. It's got a mandolin. The only thing is you really have to watch your fingers, because I took off the tip of my finger with the mandolin one time. But it just cuts the chopping so much.
All right, so we got the carrots and the squash in there. And we're gonna put olive oil, and don't skim, put a little bit of olive, because you want these things to be coated so that they soften up and roast. And then we got some sea salt. Don't open the wrong side. And we're gonna put our garlic in. I keep saying this, I just wish we had smell vision.
Yeah, it smells wonderful.
Okay, next thing is pepper. Use it at your discretion. If you don't like pepper, you can leave it out, although it does really make a nice flavor. And no, we're gonna do some Italian seasoning.
Yeah, it's got basil, oregano, marjoram. Yeah.
And we're gonna do a little thyme. And the cheese and the lemon juice we're going to leave. Now, if you have one of these cereal containers, the nice thing is they're a tight lid, and you get to dance. And what this does is totally coats every single piece.
Okay, the only reason George uses this is because he likes to dance, and that's his music. He finds every excuse to use that thing.
If those who have been watching our channel, this is what we used in our Brussels sprout recipe, because you got the same thing. You cut the Brussels sprouts up and you want to get them all coated with some salt, pepper, and olive oil and garlic, and then put them in under the broiler. All right, so we've got this wonderful dish, and we're going to put it in the oven. Just want to make sure that we got the carrots and the squash mixed. And you can tell by how greasy your hands will get that every single piece got coated.
Good.
Which is a good thing. And I'm going to stick this in our 400-degree oven, middle shelf, and we're going to give it 10 minutes.
And then we'll check it out.
And then we'll toss it, and we'll put it back in for 10. We'll put the cheese and the lemon juice on and put it back in.
All right.
See you in a bit. Okay, so 10 minutes have gone by. I can feel that they're not quite cooked yet, but we got another 10 minutes to go. So we just want to toss them so that everybody gets exposure to the heat. We're going to add the Parmesan. And the lemon.
Uh-huh.
And just make sure the cheese is spread out.
Cheese, right? You lost a carrot stick.
And we'll put it back in for another 10 minutes, and then we're done. We're at our favorite part of the show,
Yum.
tasting. Now, we ended up doing an extra 10 minutes, so it was
Yeah.
30 minutes in total. But each time you take it out after the first 20, taste a few. If they're too al dente or raw to you, put them back in for another 10.
Yeah.
But they're delicious. The carrots and the squash are blended together. You can taste the cheese. The lemon has added a nice flavor. So we're ready for a tasting. And we're going to
Thank you. And we have a lot here, which we're going to share, but if there's any left over, because you don't want to cook half a squash or whatever, so if you're one or two people, less than 4 or 5, you could take this and put it in your blender and make a delicious soup. So that's an idea too for your leftovers.
or make a pot pie.
Yes.
Put it as the ingredients to a pot pie.
Yes.
All kinds. You just let
Yeah.
your mind go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have fun with it. That's the whole thing, is to have fun and enjoy what you're doing.
All right, so we're gonna try this. Oh. It is so good.
Perfect winter dish if you're up north. And very tasty, very colorful. You can use it as a main dish or an accompaniment to some other dish.
Yep.
It's very good.
So remember, our cookbooks are out. You can get the Amazon ebook or the Apple iBook. They're the electronic versions. Or you can get Amazon paperbacks, and they come in 2 flavors, black and white, and color. So pick the book you like. Our recipes are in there. Volume 1 is out. We're working on Volume 2. And for now,
Bye.
ciao and arrivederci.
Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye. We hope you have enjoyed our channel. If you have, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so you get notified of new videos when they come out.